Okay, good evening everybody. I've got a little gift from MinimumRC. They've asked me to review one of their models, which I'm going to do now. Good stout box. It's come all the way from China. Seems to have survived okay. What have we got? All right, that looks pretty good. We've got hardware pack, including plywood pieces. Push rods, propeller, motor, control horns, all very nicely wrapped. A tool, little tool kit here, a scalpel, a little screwdriver, super glue, probably foam glue, so that's pretty nice. Another well sealed packet, receiver. I can spot 260 milliamp hour battery. There's the servos obviously, but decent battery there. So a really super horns, really super hardware pack. That, oh look at this. Now a lot of you may know that I do love my Spitfires, and this is a Spitfire. Let's just move it out of the way. The scalpel, I'm going to have a look straight in this because I can't wait to have a look. Let's bend you down a little bit. There you go. Beautifully printed, double-sided. Obviously a kink in the wing to put in a bit of aerofoil section. But usual, what's that? 2mm Depron type foam. It's good. It's good. It feels nice. It feels light. I'm guessing that's the port and starboard wings. Tailplane, double-sided. Fuselage cutouts for the various bits of kit. Nicely done. And fuselage sides, which would go either side, of course, of the fuselage, making it quite strong, I would think, actually. And last but not least, loads of extra stickers to put on the build side, put over the little, they'll go over the equipment, holes for the equipments, cover up all the equipment. Just notice that the numbers are actually cut out, look, so when you put it on the bodywork, you actually get a really decent sort of 3D effect, if you like. So there we have it. Obviously there's no, let's have a look, see if there's any. There's no build instructions as such, so it'd be a case of working it all out. Have a look in here. Hopefully I can work it all out. Receiver, dinky little 3-gram servos. They're rather lovely. 3 of those, because obviously I would say this looks like a charger. Has it got writing on it? Yeah, look at that, USB charger. Plug that into a USB socket. Just try it. A bit of fun. Oh yeah, there you go. It flashed when I put it in. Yep. So there's a little USB charger there. Quite sweet, with a couple of outputs on the end. Different battery sizes. Like I say, there's a receiver in there, servos. Oh yeah, I know what all this plywood is. All this plywood actually is for a stand. That's for the servos to mount, little screws, motor. It's all there. There'll be a link down in the let's say hello. There'll be a link down in the description where you can order one from. It's not an affiliate link, but they have sent me a model to review, so let's have a look in here then. Oh, you can't see. Four pieces of carbon push rods, I guess. Well, 2 will be push rods. Yeah, well, plywood base to support the aeroplane. And in here we have the motor, the propeller, some heat shrink tubing, a cable tie, control horns, everything I need to assemble the push rods. So there we have it. Quite impressed with that. Lovely little receiver as well. Got 4 servo outputs on it, so you've got lots of lovely little bits here to get us stuck in on. So I shall make a start on that. We'll watch the build video. So thanks for looking in. Like and subscribe to my channel if you fancy it, and see you in the hobby room. Well, I'm here already, of course. So there are instructions. I'll put a link to them underneath the video. The differences I've done then, I kept breaking the aerial off, so I've used a little bit of plastic, just glued in there, painted the, look at that, prop tips yellow. I didn't have to cut the ailerons off and hinge them separately, although there is plenty of, well, there is enough hinge material, but I put a couple of little extra hinges there and there. The foam would have I think been okay. They detail what to do in the instructions, so I'll leave it like that for the minute. Oh, I've painted the control horns black. I don't like seeing bare plywood, so that tidies those up. Probably the elevator was also pre-hinged, if you like, so probably didn't need to separate it. You just bevel the open them up, bevel the edge, and they should be okay. I've cut the aileron horns down to the minimum because they are right at the bottom of the fuselage and they're going to scrape on the floor, so I've cut them down to the minimum. So pretty little aeroplane. Test flight tomorrow. That is the MinimumRC Spitfire. Comes with all the equipment. The servo's 1.7 grams. They work pretty well. The receiver works well. Be very careful with the plug, the 2 plugs on the receiver, because they're very easy to break. So I would recommend putting some epoxy or hot glue on those straight away. Put a blob of hot glue on the fuselage, on the fuselage, just to hold the receiver in place. Went really well. So yeah, she's good to go. And there she is, MinimumRC Spitfire. Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe. Catch up on all my latest models as they come. Thanks again. Cliff Harvey RC Planes in the park. MinimumRC Spitfire, which we're going to test fly. There's precious little wind, which is nice. And I've got a bit of a clear area here. Right, I'm going to go for a little bit of height and try a roll. Somebody's getting upset. Bit barrely there. Loops well, doesn't it? Oh, it's a delight to fly. It's very, very stable. It just sits there in the sky. You just turn it when you need to. It's a really tight turn actually, it'll fly beautifully indoors. Oh, it's stalled there. Just got to get a little bit of speed up to do a loop. Well, I've been flying for a couple of minutes now at least. Oh! Oh! I just lost it against the sky. Still it bounces really well. Just blew the cobwebs off. Right, okay, so that flies really gently, I'm pleased with that. It's a lovely little calm day flyer. It'll probably fly okay in a little bit of wind, but today is in the park here, there's nothing, so I'm going to give it another little buzz around and see how long the battery will last. So if you want a little model Spitfire that looks really scale, the MinimumRC one is, you can do a lot worse. In fact, I think it's the only one you can get actually. So. The Spitfire, that looks great at low level. Look at that. Ooh. That looks great at low level. Look at that. I'm going to try and catch it, then you can. Ooh. Rubbish. Thank you very much. Delightful aeroplane, brilliant.